what's up, guys? Welcome to the Aditya.
And Michelle show.
Bro, that ADI in Aditya right now is just...
Yeah.
Like, what happened there?
I'm telling you, my day job isn't, doing that. I lucked out and I did medicine instead. So
As you can tell, we're just some poor... broke, third world
emergency medicine
residents.
Yep.
And of course we're gonna make a podcast because
that's what the money is. But
no, bro, this is like 2024.
Yeah, I
If
know.
you don't have a podcast, like, what are you even doing?
Exactly.
No, we're just joking, but yeah, it's nice to be here. It's nice to start this. We have no freaking clue what we're doing.
But we'll just make it up on the way, right?
Yeah, I mean, we were first going to start talking about central lines and, get into like the whole med ed education.
We still can.
We still can.
Yeah.
But there's just so much to talk about.
Yeah.
It's very hard to start new things, especially when you don't know really anything about it. Dude, I feel like medicine in general just like sucks up all your life in a sense. I mean, if you let it will suck up all your life, and you come out of it, you come out of med school and you realize, wow, like, I'm very like financially illiterate. Like, I haven't read a book that wasn't related to medicine in a while, like, and all these different things, and it's like, holy crap.
I know, right? Like, and I think that's a story to everyone. Like, because med school in itself is hard. Getting to med school is hard. Being in med school is harder. And then doing your residency, and you have all of this pressure on you, and you don't have time for yourselves, Like, I think we've all seen, like, doctors who've, they give their all to the work, but they have no time for themselves, and I can attest for it, and I'm sure you can too, and we probably have friends or doctors who can vouch for it, that relationships have failed, finances have failed, but we can put a center line and we can do CPR really well. I mean, it works, but is that all there is to life? Like, just medicine?
No, man, just central lines is life. Central lines is life. I love me a good IJ. If I can just get central lines my whole life, I'll be happy.
Nah,
I'm not gonna lie, I remember doing my emergency medicine rotation in Colombia, and the first time they let me as a med student put him in, I was like, wow, if I just do this all day, I can be happy. And it's funny because they tell you, like, everything's gonna get boring, everything's gonna get mundane. But I don't know, like,
there are some things
fun.
in
I don't know.
Yeah, there are some things in medicine where the thrill never goes away.
You think so?
I think so. I think like
is there?
I share the same sentiment. I think the first time I did a central line before my residency, it's like, my hands were shaking, I would sweat, and they're like, no, just do it. And I remember, like, I was, fishing for the vein, and when I got the flashback, it felt like, I walked up Everest or something, But like you said, right, central lines are fun, but after the central line, after we come back home, what do we do? And I think that's why we started this podcast. So,
yeah, bro.
Our followers, because we have none right now, but if we have a few who by mistake, who just log in and say, oh, who are these two kids over there? But, we're hoping that you can help us and we can help you. And I think we're going to talk about a lot of things with medicine, life in general, and let's have fun.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, Michelle, what's on the topic for today?
I think we should do a introductory part. Tell everyone a little bit about each other's backgrounds. Yeah. I feel like we should talk about medicine actually, screw this. I'm sorry. Let's just get into the intro, like.
Okay.
Bro,
so Michelle, why don't you go in first?
So, all right. Wait. Are we gonna start with like where I'm from and all that
just
shit?
the whole,
like...
the whole bibliographic thing, whatever,
Yeah.
Imagine this is the match again, and you just have to start.
Oh my god, no, dude. Alright, let's pretend this is like one of the match interviews. And do you remember when you had to like give like a brief, like, tell me about yourself?
Oh god.
I hated that, bro. Like, tell me about yourself in a minute? What? Holy crap. Yeah, so I'm gonna do like that 1 minute.
1 minute, let's go.
Actually, I'm gonna say exactly what I said to them.
Okay.
If I can remember, but it was like, so they asked me and I remember like, okay, so my name's Michelle Bass. I'm originally from South Florida. I grew up there up until I was around 12 years old, and that's when I decided to go down to South America, to Bogota, Colombia, where I had some family living, and I wanted to do high school over there, because at that time I knew how to speak Spanish and all this, but I didn't know how to like read or write Spanish. And I was very blessed to have the support of my family to do this move. And it started off as a temporary thing, like it was like an adventure, like what the hell, like I don't know, like honestly I didn't want to go to high school here for some reason, but it's all good. And so yeah, like eventually one thing led to another. Since I did high school over there, I don't know, I always thought I was gonna do veterinarian school and get into that, animals and stuff, but one thing led to another. And dude, honestly, I remember stepping into I remember my mom like, hey, you want to check out this med school? Like they have like last minute inscriptions. And maybe, now in retrospect, I think my mom was like trying to like
push you in.
Yeah, she was trying to push me in, and I fell for it, dude. And but honestly, it wasn't even medicine that drew me in. It was actually my university, like specifically. Like I actually did like the buildings, like it was like super modern, and I don't know, I saw the people and I was like, this looks cool. And if they didn't have veterinarians
school,
if they had that, I would have been like, hell yeah, let's do the animals. Let's stick my arm up a cow's butt. Like, I'll do it, bro. Like, I'm down for this. But now it turned out I have to stick my finger up someone's butt. But it's all good. And yeah, so just being there in that building and just seeing like everything so modern and pretty, and this is Bogota, Colombia. I mean it's not like the ugliest city by no means, but it was very like, wow, this is nice. It was very nice, pleasantly. And so yeah, I decided to go for it. I had to do their admission exam, and I don't know, bro, I passed the admission exam. That was a crazy day. We almost got in a car crash with my mom. It was like, I thought I was gonna die, like, bro.
You got into med school instead.
Yeah, and then they told me like, yeah, you passed for the interview. I went to the interview, bro, and I talked a lot of crap. Like just talking out of my ass, like this, that. Like I did a thesis about. I had done a thesis in my high school, about CAT scans and dogs and cats and small animals specifically. And interesting story, I don't know if I should put it, but like in Colombia, there's not a lot of CAT scans or like these big machinery to just specifically for animals. So what they actually do, bro, is like during the nighttime, when in some clinics, when all the human patients are gone, they actually open up for the animals, but they don't tell anyone about that, because humans would, people would feel like some type of way. Even though to me it'd be like, whatever, dude, like just clean it up, or like but cats and dogs also get sick and shit. And it was crazy. That's what my thesis was about. Like why there was only like one CAT scan available for Dogs and Cats at that time. I don't know anything right now. Probably expanded by now, but it was crazy. But I talked about that, and they were like, "Oh, that's cool." And I was like, "Yeah, man." And so yeah, and dude, and this is for all the audience. Number one thing you should always remember to do after the interview ends. What is it?
Have a burger and a beer.
Close. I like that, but close. No.
What would you do?
Always shake their motherfucking hands.
Yes.
Shake everybody's hands. And bro, I was the only one that did that. And the thing is, I had an advantage. Like everyone, I was like the first one to come in, so I was the last one to go out. So everyone had not shaken the hands, and I was like, gracias, muchas gracias. Boom, got it. Whoosh, in all net. And so yeah, then I remember I got in, and oh my goodness, bro. And I think the audience should realize something about these countries. It's not like in the US where you do like you do undergrad and then you do first high school, then undergrad, and then you go into med school for 4 years. Not like we're talking about. We're coming from countries that you go from high school straight to med school, from high school straight to whatever like your future is gonna be. I kind of like that personally.
I don't. I mean, in India, like you said,
really?
right? I mean,
Wow.
as you come in, like from high school, I got into med school immediately. Like you said, you know,
Yeah.
same scenario. Mom forced me into med school.
Oh,
I mean,
really?
we walked through the place and and then mom was like, "Oh, why didn't you check this place out?" And I did the exam. I got through. But I joined med school when I was 17 years old, and I think you did too, right?
I was 17.
And
That's crazy.
I think
I didn't know
yeah,
shit,
exactly.
bro.
Like I think a 17-year-old should. I mean, in retrospect, it worked out for both of us, but I don't think a 17-year-old has the mental maturity to,
No.
you know, dissect a cadaver. No.
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 I combined college. What would have been known as a college experience with med school. So you know what I'm talking about. Like,
exactly the same thing.
It's
you know?
like I had it all in one. Like you better do all your partying and studying and everything all in one. Or like it's
but
all,
I think by doing that we got through a lot of it because most people like, they have it spaced, and we had it right at the beginning at the peak of our 20s. So all that energy was used for good things, you know.
Yeah. No, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
It is crazy, and I
uh,
think we are starting a new journey together.
We are officially PGY1s, lowest of the low, bottom of the bottom, emergency medicine. So also, but EM residents, physicians, and that's pretty crazy, man.
It is. It is. You know.
How do you feel? I mean, like, dude, I'm so dumb, bro. I forgot you already went through that.
Nah.
So tell them more.
Yeah.
About
So let me tell the audience a bit about myself. So
yeah.
I'm not gonna go for the match interview because I forgot that. So I'm just gonna speak frankly and from my heart to my lovely audiences. Whoever is over there, you know.
I kind of want to know what you told them when.
No, I mean, I'll be honest. Like most of it was just like my CV, but very, you know, like as a joke, I would say things.
Oh really?
I tried, you know, and hopefully it worked because you know.
Can you give me a snippet?
Let me see.
Snippet.
Let me see. Okay.
Snippety snip.
So I would say things like, you know, I have a twin brother, which I do, and he's the smart one in the family because he didn't do medicine. Stuff like that.
God damn.
Yeah, I mean.
I know.
But yeah, a bit about myself. So I was born and brought up in Dubai. I did my high school there. And after that, I came to India to do my med school. I studied in Bharati Vidyapeeth, which is in the city of Pune. After I graduated, I worked for a bit with the governments, with the government organization, NIV, that's the National Institute of Virology, a little bit like as a research associate. And after that, when I graduated, I actually there were multiple events throughout my life which actually inspired me to do emergency medicine. One of them was the floods in Kerala, 2018 floods, I think.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, those floods were in the last 250 years the worst floods we've ever had in the state of Kerala.
Yeah.
A lot of people died, but I actually went in and worked in the casualties, the emergency medicine department. But I also did some diving, some rescue diving, casualty outreach, etc. After that, again when COVID hit, I was deputed as one of the medical officers during COVID, and that actually inspired me a lot to get into emergency medicine.
Yeah.
So immediately after that, I did my residency at my home country in emergency medicine, and I shot my shot for the US, and Michelle and I got in.
We got in,
Yeah.
man, and now we're here. Oh shit! I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Should we? I don't know.
No, we can. Can we curse? I mean, let the audience decide. If our audience.
Yeah, just we'll keep it on the.
We'll
down
keep it
low,
PG,
bro.
okay.
Like,
Fine.
honestly, at the end of the day, we're all humans, Like
Yeah.
seriously, we all go through like very hard times. I'm going through a hard time as well. I'm gonna make this into like a relationship
Not yet.
podcast.
Not yet. Not yet.
This is my moment.
Let's let
This is
them
my
come in,
moment.
and then we'll
Bro,
pivot.
okay, wait. Let me. Okay, that's better.
Yeah.
So wait. All right. Did you want to add something or?
No, I think I'm good. I think as people start listening
Mm-hmm.
to us, and I think we can talk a bit more about our lives personally, like
Yeah.
from where we're from.
Yeah.
But Michelle, what do you think?
What do you
By
think?
the way,
What?
we're in. We forgot to tell you we're in.
No,
lovely-
don't tell them, bro.
Oh, because
there's
there's
a bunch of weirdos out
There's
there.
a storm outside. I just
There's a
wanna
bunch. Let's just say, we'll give an idea where we are because there's just a bunch of weirdos. They'll find us anyway, but.
I mean, they are gonna find
yeah,
us.
but
right?
it's well, it's
So
make it challenging,
Make it
man.
challenging.
Make-
Okay, let me
make
see.
it we are in a let's say like an interesting fact from here. I'll start.
Okay.
This place had the worst flood in American history.
I think if they Google that, they can find that out. That's not that's not challenging at all.
Let's just leave it there.
Yeah,
Not-
let's. If you can post,
Oh, fuck.
tell us. We'll let you know.
Oh man. What if-
So I can see
we're
that you.
so doxed, bro. We
Yeah.
should have just put little emojis on our faces.
No, where's the fun in that?
And I've seen people on Instagram, and I actually started doing it myself. I'm not gonna lie, but where I literally, because you put yourself all out there, and you present yourself as, I am this person, I am here, I do this and that, which is what we're doing. But there's other people that are like, let me show you my life, but I'm not gonna show my face, I'm not gonna show my name, but you see everything else in their life. So there's two ways of going about it.
But
I
it
guess,
also depends on how comfortable you are with it, right?
yeah.
I mean, obviously, even if you show your face, if you don't show your face, you're gonna get doxxed either way.
That's true. I actually,
Yeah, it's like-
I'm not gonna lie. There's this one chick. This chick. Dude, this is our party. There's this one chick who's on Instagram. She's also an EM, and she doesn't like to put her face and everything.
Yeah.
And I remember she once said somebody had asked her why don't you put your face? And she's
Yeah.
like, I don't want people to know where I work at. And it's funny because I was able to find out who she was. It was crazy, some like a New Jersey program, and I was
Yeah.
like, bro, you're here,
You probably just doxed her again,
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So
I know we're not.
we're not there yet, but this is our first, first episode, first day, first everything. I mean, we set this
Yeah.
up an hour ago. We have our very rudimentary title page, and
Yeah,
I
like
think
it.
as things grow, we will
Work it
work on
out,
it.
find
Yeah.
it, be more professional.
Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow we're gonna put in we're gonna like a suit,
Exactly.
a tie,
And then you got photos
our
taken.
lab coats. We're gonna be serious. We're gonna be like, bro, like,
Nah,
do
well,
patients really think that we're not like human, like normal people? Like I would now. I'm starting to think like, and I'm not gonna lie. If I still go to like a specialist and for something personal of my health, I think I still, as a patient, would still feel like this. Have like a grandiose idea about them, but at the end of the day, they're just a human
I think,
being.
yeah,
and
I mean,
bro, this dude's probably like smoking a cigar, doing some crazy stuff on his yacht, and we're just like, and no, and that's okay. And you know, that's okay. Like, you know, medicine isn't everything. We are human beings, and we should be able to do our own thing in our own time. But when that clock starts ticking on our shifts, like, we're going to be professional. We are going to do our job 100%, like, to the book, and we're gonna do everything we can when that clock starts ticking. But you know, at the end of the day, we're human. Then we gotta go back and smoke a cigar. I'm like, what?
We have good days and bad days, and I
Yeah.
think from what I've seen, like, patients expect us to be like robots. You know, like, you will do this, and so I've had instances where you know, I'd be at a party, and you know, I'm probably having a few drinks, maybe, you know, whatever it is, and then someone would introduce themselves and they're like, oh yeah, I'm an engineer, I'm a this, and I would say, yeah, I'm a doctor. A doctor? A doctor's drinking? Doctors can't drink. I'm like, bro, come on, man. Like,
That's happened to you?
it's happened so many times.
Really?
And, yeah.
In India?
In India, not just India, in the Middle East, like, anywhere I go, like, they would say things like, oh, doctors can't drink, doctors can't do this. And I'm like, in my head, I would just laugh and nod it off, but in my head, I would think that this is like you said, that you have a grandiose idea of what a physician should be. And that contributes obviously to the professionalism, to the standard where most doctors should be.
Yeah.
But that also contributes to a very unhealthy lifestyle for physicians, because to live up to that, where you're expected, like, for example, you have a 48-hour shift, or you do a 24, or even a 12-hour shift, and at the end of your 12th hour, you're coming out, you're tired, you've had a bad day at work, you've had bad days at home, personal stuff, whatever. But as you're coming out, patient comes to you and he sees you, hair shuffle, this, that, and he says, oh, look at that disheveled doctor, he or she hasn't shaven, I don't want him. And just to say that, yes, okay, fine, like, because we are tired, we've been working continuously for 48 hours, 24 hours, we are human, we do feel hungry, we do feel sad, we do feel happy, and at the end of the day, we will give our best for you. Don't get us wrong, we will give our best for you, but cut us some slack, That's, I think, if the world cut doctors some slack, wherever you are in the world, I think things would be a bit more easier, don't you think?
Doctors are human too.
Not just doctors, healthcare workers.
Everyone's
human. Because
bro, we're all so messed up in the head. Like, I don't think people realize this. I remember recently. I don't know if you've seen on Instagram. There's this other chick. There's this other girl that dude, like, she's also like going into like psychiatry, like as a PGY1, and she has like also a big following, and her thing was that she loves EDM, like electronic dance music. She loves to rave and all this stuff, and she likes to dance, and obviously when you go to these concerts, like, there are specific like outfits you can wear, and it's part of like the environment. It's just part of being in the concert and it's just part of it, and it's like, bro, there's some people and seeing like the comments, some people think like she's like very like slutty for doing that, like really messed up, like, you can't do this, you're a doctor. And I even think she got like a hate message toward her program director, I think so, like trying to get her kicked out. And I'm like, bro, people are just such a hater, and just like I've seen this in the news. Such
a year back, there were these two interns, and they made a TikTok reel of them dancing You know that song, the Ra Ra Rasputin, whatever.
Oh,
That's, that one. Yeah. So they dance, and they dance really well, and they dance on their off time. So two interns, they dance really well. They dance on their off time.
Yeah.
And this is in Kerala, in my state,
Mm-hmm.
and they posted it on TikTok or Instagram, and it got viral. Like everyone was watching because they did a really good job for it. But then people start saying doctors are dancing, they're not studying, they're not doing this, they're not doing that. And unnecessarily people were debating on two kids just dancing on their time off.
Yeah.
In the hospital.
Yeah.
In fact, not even in the hospital, like
Yeah.
in a common waiting area where there are no patients, they were dancing, they kept it professional. But it's their time off, and I think
Yeah, I mean.
yeah, and they got into so much, like you said, right? Like
We're
hate
just so
crimes,
dumb.
people were just posting all sorts of crap. Oh, doctors can't do this, these are unprofessional. And for a young doctor, young intern, a young medical student, when you log in and you see that, hey, like, so many people have just posted utter crap about you, and you say, it hurts you because this is going to be your life for the rest of your life, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I want you to look in the camera.
not look
and
at you?
No, say that because I could like see your emotions, like really transmit that, like you're my bad.
You know, it's the first time I'm doing a podcast, so when I talk,
You're
I
about
like
to cry,
looking
and
at
I'm
you.
like, cry to the camera. Don't cry. Bro, but yeah, it's crazy, man. Like, I mean, I get it, and then I don't get it. It's just like I can get everyone's point of view, but at the end of the day, bro, like, don't you have something better to do?
Exactly.
Like, just
Exactly.
get out
Just
of here.
Live
like,
and let live, right?
Like, dude, like,
Yeah.
like if you have time to literally write to someone's program director, like, bro, like, you're such a loser. Like, go use that time to do something productive in your own life. Like,
Exactly.
why do you have to bring down others? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. And it's, you know, you can either lead people in through inspiration. You can either lead people through inspiration or through like fear, man. And you know, like, I don't know, we should be able to bring each other up, you know, not like
Life's too short. Life's too short.
it is like
yeah.
we're literally dying. This is why I'm doing this freaking podcast, because I'm dying.
Not
dying.
Not like that.
Bro, like, I'm literally dying. This is why I'm doing it, because like, screw it, you know. If we get one follower and they find value in that, like, bro, for life,
Exactly.
love you for life. That's what I want.
Yeah.
I want to put good vibes out there, transmit good energy. I do feel like it's all about the intention.
Yeah.
Now, we joked in the beginning, you know, honestly, this is just us. We're just young doctors. We're just having fun here. We're just chilling.
And I think another thing is that
like, whatever, bro.
when we came out from Colombia, when we came back from India, and we were given this opportunity to study in the US, become, you know, emergency medicine doctors. There are a lot of people back home, our peers back in Colombia, back in India, who are doing the same jobs as us, but we have access to better training, better knowledge. And I think with this podcast, we want a platform where we can talk about life, we can talk about relationships, we can talk about health, fitness, and education. Because if I learn something new today, and I learn something which maybe it might take some time to come there, but if I can teach something new, teach maybe a procedure, maybe go over the basics, and it helps one person get through, I think that's mission accomplished, right?
One person. Because it's crazy, like, talk about a little bit about our program director. Like, we literally met this dude, or we knew about our program director long before we knew he was going to be our program director, because he put himself out there, you know, to help people. Even if it's just one weird dude out there, like, we're cool, man. That's like what we're about. I'm just gonna keep drinking my cranberry juice. Like, I ain't tripping. I'm just gonna go.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so crazy. In 5 days, y'all. 5 days. Let the countdown begin. We're starting residency. I have trauma as my first rotation. You have
EM. So I'm in the home base, you know.
Damn it, bro. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
No, it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun.
good.
We're gonna get through this.
I pray to God that we'll be able to be consistent. That's our
Goal.
That's our goal, to
and
be
you
consistent.
in the audience are gonna keep us in check. We've promised that we're gonna work on ourselves. We're gonna work on this podcast. We're gonna work on. She's gonna get ripped. I'm gonna get ripped.
Ripped.
We're gonna work on health, relationships,
Yeah.
everything.
Let me show them something. We're not just gonna get just ripped. We're gonna get Chris Bumstead ripped. If you know what
There
I
you
mean,
go.
bro. So this is what I'm talking about,
So,
bro.
for example, Michelle and I, she helped me buy a cycle today. And if you can guess where we are, I mean, I'm not gonna tell you. Another clue is there are so many hills. I mean, they call it mountains here, but it's hills.
Yeah.
And you know, I cycled from my house to the hospital with Michelle as my rescue car.
Literally.
My quads were hurting, and I'm like, you know what? This is gonna be me for the next 3 years. I'm gonna get the biggest quads there are. You know, that's
Bro, we're just poor
we're just poor broke.
doctors.
Yeah.
Fuck. I did all this for nothing, bro. This dude will be holding my Chris Bumstead. Fun fact. This dude opened his Raw. He owns the company Raw, like nutrition, supplement, whatever, all that crap. I went to see the opening down in Port St. Lucie, Florida. I forgot to register for the meet and greet, and I thought I had. It was only for general I only signed up for general registration. It was so sad. I came to the place, drove 2 hours. I didn't get to see him. Like, I saw him like 5 feet away, bro, and I couldn't get the picture, so you know.
If in the audience you can reach him, Chris, you have to sign this right now.
Chris Bumstead,
You have to
I
sign
drove
this.
2 hours to see this dude, and I was walking happy, and I see the lat man. I have to show you this dude that likes to show his freaking lats. Come out of the bathroom, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, bro, I'm tripping out. I can't believe I didn't register for the meet and greet. Like, I felt like such a loser. And I had my shirt that said, I'm gonna wear that for the next show, but it was Nothing But a Peanut by Ronnie Coleman. And you know, it happens to the best of us, but yeah, man, I just want to put good vibes out there. Good vibes.
You can see that you're holding a Centerline book.
Yeah, man. So 2 important things to have: Chris Bumstead and your color atlas. Can this be our first sponsor? I'm just kidding. But are we gonna get into the central lines, or should we just?
What do you think? What do you guys think?
I think we should stop this right here. This is the intro, and you know, the next one we're gonna get into some medical aspects. So definitely be on the lookout for that. We're gonna do that.
And we're gonna do everything. We're gonna start with procedures. We're gonna try doing article reviews.
Yeah.
We're gonna try doing. I mean, we're not the best of it.
Oh
But
God.
we're gonna do a bit of article reviews. We're gonna do procedures. We're gonna talk about patients. I mean, obviously we're not gonna talk about patient, but just things you can do to make your life a bit easier. And we're just gonna talk about medicine and life, because that's all there is to it.
Life goes so fast.
Yep.
Anyway, guys.
Welcome back. And welcome back
Michelle.
to the show. You can see that. It's
Show.
Aditya and
Subscribe.
Michelle's show. Hit the
Actually,
like.
don't subscribe. I don't care if you subscribe. You
Subscribe.
know,
I'm
who
telling you to
cares?
subscribe.
No, who cares? You know, if you like us, you're not. Don't, you know.
There you go.
Man, I don't even.
But if you can get Chris to watch that, sign it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you
no,
have to sign it.
I
Oh, it's the other way around.
need him to subscribe.
Yeah. So subscribe,
I'm
hit
just
the
kidding.
like.
If you guys find this interesting, if you guys want to keep seeing this, well, you know what to do. You know what? Let's not even say it, bro. Like, let the good energies flow out, and the universe will compensate, you know? Like, we don't even have to say it. We just have to... I truly feel like success, like, if you put value out there, you're gonna get it.
Like Goku,
You
you
don't
know?
have to say anything. Just put the value
Lend
out
me
there.
your energy. I'm Goku right now.
Oh my god. Alright, stop this.
Bye.
This is getting bad.